Who in this room loves chocolate? Please raise your hand. Perfect. Today I will share with you the story of the people that are working to make our sweet chocolate. And I will tell you my story. When I was a boy, I used to work in the cocoa plantations as child slave. I started working in the cocoa plantation at age 6, and I get out of there when I was 11 years old. But the only difference between me and the other children in those cocoa plantations is the fact that I was able to go to school. And being able to go to school brings a lot of opportunities and blessings into my life, including joining the church, serving a mission, and being here in front of you today. This, for me, is the power of education. So what is the problem in the Ivory Coast? Ivory Coast is producing 40% of the worldwide cocoa beans production. But 2 million of children are involved in the production of these cocoa beans. So why those children have to work? Those children have to work because farmers are looking for ways to reduce their labor costs. We have a lack of education, a lack of production, and an extreme poverty in those areas. So, what is the solution? Well, we made a lot of researches, and a lot of international organizations made some researches, and we came up to the same conclusion. We have to have a plan where everybody in the industry benefits, so we can build a sustainable solution. So what we try to do, we did something simple. We built the first school. And I would like to share with you today the brick that will serve as the first brick for our school. This is the first brick of our school. So we'll build a school where the children could be educated. We'll help the farmers increase their productivity and the quality of the cocoa beans. And then we will organize them into cooperatives to increase their buying power and their selling power. But how do you do that? Well, we have a great team. A team in the Ivory Coast, a great team here in Hawaii, and a team in France, due to the fact that Ivory Coast and France has a very close relationship. But these are the key of the success of this project. We have agricultural technician and expert, we have education expert, but the most important value for this project is my sweet wife. But we don't want to go in the Ivory Coast and save the entire world. We just want to start at a very small scale, and then we can expand our project. So we targeted a place named Tui, where we discussed with the farmers and explained the program, and they are willing to work with us. But these are our financial needs: to start building the first school, the training sessions for the farmers, and to launch our cocoa business. Why are we going to launch this cocoa business? Well, we will help the farmers increase their productivity and the quality of their beans. So we'll take those beans from them and sell them on the market, make a margin of 5%, and put that money back into the program to make it sustainable, maintain the school, and replicate the program in different areas. We have talked with many different people. We made a great concert here on campus last week. We talked with Hershey and Fair Labor Association and the Ivory Coast government, where my mother-in-law actually worked, and she worked there for 30 years. But we are not talking about a plan, but we're talking about a project that is going right now. A movement that we started. Those are the things that we were able to accomplish. But the most important accomplishment is that our team in the Ivory Coast were able to talk with the farmers, find agreement with them, explain the program, and have them join our cause to make this change. And last semester, we participated to the Great Idea Conference, where we won the second place, and we won actually $300. But we wanted to use this money wisely and show to our donors that our effort, everything we're doing, is to make sure the money we're receiving is going straight to the program. So we did a Christmas party for the children in Tui. That was a great experience, both for us but for these children as well. And we targeted already the social media. This is our Facebook page. Right now we have, this morning when I was coming, we have 505 likes, and this is our website. This is Well Africa, a powerful program to help people in Africa become responsible for themselves. Now, I didn't tell you this story to make you feel bad about the chocolate that you enjoy every day. No. I want you to feel good about your chocolate. Feel good about your chocolate because now you can do something to help those children that are currently working in the Ivory Coast cocoa plantations. Thank you.
Help me understand the sustainability of your model. I see the initial donation, it looks like, or fundraising of $91,000 that you need to get those three things going. How are you going to keep this sustainable over time?
That's a great question. As I said, we'll take the beans from the farmers and sell the beans on the market and take the margin. Actually, we agreed with the farmers during our discussion, and they agreed to give us on credit 500 tons of cocoa beans. This is the way the supply chain works. They gave you the beans, you sell the beans, and you give them back their money and take your margin and do whatever you want with it. So this is exactly what we're going to be doing. And the first year we'll be able to create a net profit of $48,400 that we'll use to maintain the school and start some research to implement the program and start building the second school. And on, and the second year we are working to increase by 100 tons the capacity of buying from the farmers. So there is no question about it. The demand of cocoa beans is always higher than the supply. So we are not in a market where we will find ways to sell our product.
What kind of scientific information is there about how you improve the crop yield, the quality of the beans, those kind of things? Because obviously, the farmers have somebody else they're already selling to. You want them to sell to you. I presume in the end they'll sell to you if you actually add value.
Exactly. So I can see two questions. So I'll take them one by one. The first question is about the farmers. Why the farmers are going to sell us the beans? Well, right now the middlemen just wait 2 weeks before the cocoa beans perish and go down to the farmers and buy the beans at a very lower price. So what we're doing, we just make the market become a fair market and say, there is a better way for you farmers to sell your product. So we pay you, we'll pay you, and we'll help you get your beans out of the farms as quick as possible, in good conditions, but at the same time we will pay you the same price that you are supposed to get. And the first question was about what techniques that we have. Those techniques are very simple. In fact, farmers lose their productivity in 3 different areas. The first one is the way they plant the cocoa trees. So between 2 cocoa trees, you have to have 3 meadows. But what they're doing, they think that the more they have cocoa trees, the more they will produce, which is wrong. And the second way where they lose the productivity is in the fermentation process. They have the pressure of the middlemen, so they want to get their beans out of the farm. But to ferment the cocoa beans correctly, you have to take your beans, dig a big hole, put the beans on the banana leaves and cover the hole for 5 days, and you have the perfect chocolate.
So I just want to clarify, this doesn't take the children completely out of the farms, is that correct? Am I understanding that?
At the beginning.
What's that?
At the beginning.
At the beginning.
Yeah. At the beginning, we'll have the children working half a day. This is what I did, so it is possible. We'll have the children having a work half a day and go to school half a day, so farmers won't lose their workforce right away. But the techniques that we bring into the system will show to the farmers that it is possible to be more productive without using children on a long-term run.
So, from what I understand, you're saying that it'll show them how to overcome it. How, when obviously children are always going to be cheaper or free in slaves, how does that necessarily deter them from doing that?
Can you repeat your question?
I'm just trying to understand if, when it comes to a lot of businesses, they're going to go the cheaper route, and children are going to generally be cheaper regardless. So I'm just trying to understand how you would deter in the long run from them from using children.
Yeah, that's why we start. The first thing that we did is to go down in the Ivory Coast and talk to the farmers, understand the reasons why they're using children, and providing solutions for those reasons. It is true we can have people that will cheat on us, but those are the things that we can figure out through the process.